Welcome to Grace Over 50. If you've ever felt discouraged in the fitting room, grabbing a pair of pants that look perfect on the hanger only to try them on and feel worse, you're not alone. The problem isn't your body, it's the design of the pants themselves. It's time to stop blaming your shape and start understanding what to avoid. Let's break down the pant styles that are not doing you any favors. Narrow waistband high-rise pants. You might think that all high-waisted pants are good for smoothing out your midsection, but this isn't always true. Avoid high-rise pants with an extremely narrow waistband, the ones that are just 1 or 2 inches wide. This narrow band creates a sharp horizontal line that essentially draws a spotlight on your stomach. Instead of smoothing, it creates pressure points that cause your skin to push up and down, resulting in the dreaded muffin top effect, even if the pants technically fit. Ultra high-rise pants. Another style that often works against an apple shape is the ultra high-rise trend. These are pants that climb up almost to your rib cage. While they can look great on women with long torsos, they can be disastrous if you have a fuller midsection. By bringing the waistband up so high, they visually shorten your torso and make your stomach the main focal point of your entire outfit. This creates a proportion imbalance where your upper body looks compressed and wide. Super skinny, skin-tight pants. For decades, we've been told that tight equals slimming, but this is one of the biggest fashion myths to debunk. Super skinny pants that cling to every curve can actually make you look larger. When fabric is stretched tightly across your body, it creates tension lines that draw the eye directly to the areas you're trying to minimize. These pants often lack ease, which is the extra room needed for comfortable movement and a flattering drape. The result is a silhouette that looks squeezed and can make your midsection appear disproportionately large by comparison. Low-rise pants with a tight waistband. Low-rise pants aren't automatically off-limits, but you must avoid styles with a tight waistband that sits right at the widest part of your lower belly. This creates what I call the belly shelf effect, where your tummy literally sits on top of the waistband. This unflattering bulge is almost impossible to hide, especially when you sit down. A properly fitted low-rise pant sits on your hip bones, but for most apple shapes, finding this sweet spot is incredibly difficult, which is why it's often best to steer clear. Cropped pants with harsh hems. For women with shorter legs, cropped pants with a straight, blunt-cut hemline can be particularly problematic. These pants visually chop your legs in half, interrupting the vertical line that creates a lean, elongating effect. The abrupt cut draws attention to the widest part of your calf, making your legs look shorter and heavier. Pants with multiple deep pleats. Pleated pants aren't always a bad choice, but you should definitely avoid styles with multiple deep pleats that start right at the waistband. These pleats add significant bulk to your midsection, the very area you want to minimize. When the pleats are deep and numerous, they create a gathered effect that can make your hips and waist look much wider than they actually are. Wide leg pants that are too wide. Wide leg pants are often recommended to balance a fuller midsection, but there is a point where they can become too wide for your frame. If the leg opening is so large that it overwhelms your body, the pants can make you look shorter and heavier, as if you're drowning in fabric. The key to a flattering wide leg is finding a width that is proportional to your body. Loose, shapeless straight-leg pants. Many women believe that loose pants will hide their midsection, but overly loose straight-leg pants can create a boxy, rectangular silhouette that adds bulk everywhere. Instead of a smooth, clean line, they create a wide, shapeless column that makes your entire lower body look larger and can make your legs disappear entirely. Full elastic waist pants. These are often marketed as comfortable, but they can be very unflattering. The full elastic waistband eliminates any waist definition, and the immediate flare of the pants from the waist creates a bell or tent-like shape. The result is a shapeless look that can make you feel like you're wearing a potato sack rather than a flattering pair of pants. Bootcut pants with an exaggerated flare. While a subtle bootcut can be elongating, avoid styles with a dramatic flare that begins too high on the leg, such as at the knee or mid-thigh. This creates a trumpet or bell-bottom effect that can overwhelm shorter legs and make them look even shorter, while also emphasizing the widest part of your hips. Bold patterns and stiff fabrics. Finally, pay close attention to patterns in fabric. Large, bold patterns or wide horizontal stripes on pants draw attention to your midsection, making the area appear larger. Likewise, stiff fabrics like heavy denim or canvas don't drape well and can create a rigid, boxy shape that adds visual weight, while fabrics that are too clingy will emphasize every single bump and curve you might have. Now that you know what to avoid, let's turn our attention to what works. This is where the fun begins. The goal isn't to conceal your body, it's to celebrate your best features and find styles that truly flatter your unique shape. Let's make shopping a joyful experience again. The ideal waistband, wider and more flexible. Instead of those narrow, constricting waistbands that create an unflattering bulge, look for pants with a wider, more flexible waistband, typically measuring between 2 and 4 inches. This style distributes pressure evenly across your midsection, creating a much smoother and more comfortable fit. The best part? It offers gentle support without cutting into your skin or creating harsh lines. And when it comes to rise, ditch the ultra-high-rise pants that reach your rib cage. A mid-rise to moderately high-rise pant is your sweet spot. This type of rise hits just below your natural waist, providing great tummy coverage and support without visually shortening your torso. It creates a balanced look that's both flattering and practical. Flattering alternatives to skin-tight pants. Swap out those super skinny pants that cling to every curve and create tension lines. Instead, opt for a straight leg or a slightly tapered pant. These styles should fit well through the hip and thigh, with just enough ease to allow for comfortable movement, then fall straight down to the ankle. This creates a clean, continuous line that elongates your legs and gives you a streamlined silhouette. The key is to find pants that skim your body, not hug it. You want to see the shape of your leg, but you don't want the fabric pulling tight. Choosing the right length and hemline. The length of your pants can make or break your look. Ditch the cropped pants with a blunt, mid-calf hemline, as these visually chop your legs in half and make them appear shorter and heavier. The best length for most women is a full-length pant that skims the top of your shoe or a crop that ends at the narrowest part of your leg, which is typically just above your ankle bone. This strategic placement elongates your legs and adds a touch of modern sophistication. When the hemline is right, it creates a vertical flow that makes you look taller and leaner. The smart way to wear pleats and wide legs. Pleats can be tricky, but you don't have to avoid them completely. If you love the style, look for pants with just 1 or 2 subtle pleats that are positioned slightly to the side, rather than centered at the front. This adds a nice design detail without creating bulk right at your midsection. And for wide leg pants, it's all about proportion. The legs should be wide enough to create a balanced silhouette, but not so wide that they overwhelm your frame. A great rule of thumb is that the leg opening shouldn't be wider than the width of your shoulders when you're standing. This prevents that drowning in fabric look and keeps your proportions in check. Finding the perfect fit, beyond the style. It's not just about the cut, it's about the fit. Instead of shapeless, baggy straight leg pants, seek out a straight leg that follows the natural line of your leg. It should be fitted enough through the hip and thigh to show your shape, but not tight. This creates a clean, elongating line from top to bottom. For bootcut styles, choose a subtle flare that begins around the knee and widens gently. This classic design balances your figure beautifully without going to extremes. Fabric and pattern power. The fabric you choose is just as important as the cut. Steer clear of stiff, rigid fabrics like heavy denim or thick canvas, which can create a boxy, unflattering shape. Likewise, avoid thin, clingy materials that show every bump. The sweet spot is a fabric with just enough structure to hold its shape while still draping nicely over your curves. Think of materials like pant knits, stretch wool blends, or cotton blends with a small amount of spandex. These fabrics move with you and provide a smooth, comfortable line. When it comes to patterns, stick to solid colors or small, subtle patterns. This creates a streamlined, elegant look that prevents your eye from being drawn to any single area, allowing you to showcase your entire beautiful silhouette. Here's the most important thing I want you to remember. Your body is not the problem. For far too long, the fashion industry has created standardized cuts and sizes that only work for a narrow range of body types. They've convinced the rest of us that we're the issue when their designs don't fit, leading to countless moments of self-doubt in the dressing room. But let's change that narrative today. You are not too big, too short, too curvy, or too anything. You simply need clothes that are designed to work with your beautiful, unique body, not against it. Let this be a turning point. Every time you put on an outfit that makes you feel confident and comfortable, you're not just getting dressed, you're making a powerful statement. You're telling the world, I deserve to look good and feel good in my own skin. You're refusing to hide or apologize for taking up space. You're celebrating the woman you are right now in this moment, exactly as you are. I want you to start seeing shopping and getting dressed as acts of self-love, not as attempts to fix perceived flaws. Stop waiting for your body to change before you start dressing it with love and respect. Stop punishing yourself with uncomfortable clothes that don't fit properly just because you think you don't deserve better. And stop hiding behind shapeless, invisible clothes. You deserve to feel beautiful, confident, and comfortable in your own skin, right now, today. Your style should be a celebration of who you are, not a costume you wear to hide from the world. It should make you want to stand up straighter, smile more often, and engage more fully with life. When you understand what truly works for your body and why, shopping becomes easier, getting dressed becomes more enjoyable, and you start to develop a confidence that radiates from the inside out. Remember, the goal isn't to look like someone else. It's to feel like the best, most comfortable, most confident version of yourself. And when you achieve that, everything else falls into place. So go into your closet with this new knowledge and start making choices that honor your body and make you feel amazing. Life is too short to spend it in pants that don't fit properly or make you feel self-conscious. You deserve to look in the mirror and love what you see every single day. Video, deep research, canvas, image.